What's going on, Gemini? My name is Vince. Welcome to 7D Tarot. If you would like to schedule your own personal reading with me, all the info you need is in the description box below. Check out my wife's channel over at Empath Tarot. And if this message resonates, like, share, and subscribe. All right, let's dive right into your reading, see what we got going on. First card, the Tower. Very interesting. 6 of Cups, 6 of Wands. Look for that synchronicity right there. And the Knight of Pentacles. So Spirit's definitely telling you there's something about to happen in your life. And at first, it's going to create a little bit of nostalgia, right? When this takes place, it's going to bring you to a time where you had a similar experience. Now, this experience may not have been pleasant, and this experience may have been something that's shocking. And this is going to really put you in a position where you're going to have to, really control your self-talk, really control about how you look at the situation, really control about, where your mind starts wandering to. Because I do see here, by you controlling your emotions, by you controlling your vibration, your frequency, by you controlling, controlling the ego in this case, you are going to be handsomely rewarded, and something very, very good is going to come your way as far as finances. So this is nothing more than a test. But Spirit is telling you right now, in order for you to really get yourself in this position, you have to not be overheard complaining, and not be overheard complaining even to yourself. When something goes wrong, rather than be like, whoa, this sucks, why did it happen? Which immediately lowers our vibration. Don't even say that. Always look at it as if like, gotcha. So this happened. What's the next step? What is my next move? What should I be focusing on right now? What do I have control over, right? And whenever we are overheard complaining, either to someone or even to ourselves, that self-talk, it really puts us in a position where we're kind of just taking away bricks from our castle. Rather than take an action step towards our goals, we're either pressing pause or we're walking backwards. And that's the last thing we're looking for, right? So it's like, it's weird because in this culture of ours, we're taught to learn to complain. Oh, it's raining again, right? Well, it is like at the water cooler. What are we talking about? Oh, did you hear about what happened? And it's usually negative. When you're at the water cooler, 99% of the time, what are we talking about? Right? Complete nonsense, right? About, oh, here's the bad thing that happened. Here's the theme of the bad day. When you're watching the news, what's it about? Fear, right? And that's the thing, it's our culture. And then we got to understand that this is not helping us. Before, it was our culture to smoke cigarettes in the doctor's office. It was normal, but it does not mean it was the right thing to do. Now we know better, right? Before, it was our culture not to wear seatbelts. It was normal, right? So what I'm trying to say is, just because it's normal in today's culture to be negative does not mean that is what you're looking for. In today's culture, you got to ask yourself, the people who are negative, are they happy? Are they happy? Do you see them smiling? Are they cheery, bubbly? Are they living their life to the fullest? You know what I'm saying? So you got to ask yourself, what is going on and what don't I want to be doing right now? And whenever something happens to me in my life, like back in the day when I didn't know what the word vibration, frequency words, when I had no idea about quantum physics, metaphysics, when I didn't know like attracts like law of attraction, I did not know better, right? Just like everybody else, they don't know better. No one's voluntarily doing this. They just aren't aware of the situation. When I didn't know better, when something bad happened to me, I'd be like, when it rains, it pours. Oh, again. It never ends, right? I thought this was normal to speak like that. What did it do? Oh, when it rained, it poured more and more and more and more. Because why? I was manifesting it, right? I didn't understand. Holy smokes. My words actually like manifest into things, right? I looked into it. I'm like, what? My words have vibrations? They have feelings? Yes, they do. Like for instance, say the words happiness, joy, abundance, love, peace. Feels good, right? Now say the word hate, jealousy, anger, pain, death, right? Feels bad, right? Exactly. They have a vibration. That's how you can tell. The universe's warning sign to use when something feels bad, it is bad. When something feels good, it is good, right? So right now, when we're overheard complaining, when something happens, for example, say if you get a flat tire. Now, when you get a flat tire, right, our first reaction is, oh, I can't believe this is happening. Oh, this sucks. And the universe hates me, right? Completely normal. I understand that. I've been there. But when we do this, that does not help us. When we do this, the time it takes to change that flat tire or the time it takes for a tow truck to show up will increase. Like attracts like law of attraction. You are telling Spirit, this is a bad situation. And this situation is so bad, let's make it worse, right? Like attracts like law of attraction. Rather than be like, this was no big deal. This situation is going to get resolved very quickly. Like attracts like law of attraction. So it really comes down to our mind state. Now this applies to love, romance, this applies to business, to everything. Never be overheard complaining unless you want to suffer, right? Which is the last thing any of us want. Now, Three of Swords, Three of Wands, another synchronicity. This is crazy, right? King of Cups, Three of Pentacles. So right now, Spirit is telling you, look at this. Three of Swords, Three of Wands, Three of Pentacles. 333. This is your angel number. You know, your angels cannot, directly tell us what to do because of free will. But what do? Hints and clues and synchronicities. Three threes, tongue twister right there. What is Spirit telling you right now? There's a third party, Three of Pentacles, that wants to enter your life. This person wants to help bring you something that you've been manifesting for quite some time, Three of Wands. But in order for it to happen, Three of Swords, the fear, doubt, any sort of limiting belief or shadow that we're focusing on has to go. Why? Because Spirit only gives us as much as we can handle, and Spirit never wants to see us fail. So what does that mean? Right now, imagine if you want to have a conversation with someone. When you're having this conversation, you have important, valuable information that you want to share with them that will change their life. But as you're having this conversation, they're looking the other way. And as you're talking, you're like, hey, are you paying attention? And they're like, yeah. And you're like, you know what? This doesn't look like the right time. I'll come back, right? I'm wasting my time and wasting your time, right? Same thing here. Spirit is never going to bring you an opportunity and present it in front of you if your awareness is on the past. If you're thinking of, oh, this person hurt me, that happened, this happened, that happened, this happened, right? Why? It's the exact same thing. Remember the conversation? You almost, not only are you offended, but you're kind of like, what a waste of time. Spirit obviously does not have an ego and does not say what a waste of time, but Spirit's just like, this is not going to help. This is not going to help Gemini. I am going to wait for the right time. And that's what's going on here. So if you want this opportunity to present itself, your awareness has to be in the present moment. That's all we got to do. It's so funny because we go through so many different things in this third dimension that are unnecessary. Spirit does not want to see us suffer, not for 1 second. Your angels and guides, the last thing in this world that they ever want for you is any sort of pain, suffering, hesitation, stagnation, lack of confidence, confusion. These are all human filters, limiting beliefs. This third dimension, Spirit wants you to be like, okay, what are we doing here? Learning lessons, gotcha. So had an experience, oh, it didn't go according to plan. Okay, great. What can I learn from that? Gotcha. Here's me collecting data. Great. Now, what does Spirit want? For you to move on. Let's go learn another lesson and another lesson and another lesson. You signed a contract in the fifth dimension to come to the third dimension with your angels and guides just to learn lessons. So let's move on. We're here. It's almost like being an adventurer. Gotcha. Saw this site, moving on, need to see this site. But if you're stuck there and you choose to stay there, imagine like you guys are trying to find new land. And imagine if you and your team go to a site and then you're like, oh, gotcha. Oh, I see this land is habitable. Now your entire team, your angels and guides are like, let's move on. Let's look at more. And you're like, no, I'm just gonna stand right here. And they're like, no, like we got to go do some other stuff. You're like, you know what? I'd love to move, but my feet won't move. And that's what happens when you're stuck in the past, right? When you're stuck in the past, you are not your genuine, authentic self. When you're stuck in the past, not only are you not happy, but you feel like it's quicksand. You feel like you don't know what to do, like deer in headlights. And that's the thing. Opportunity after opportunity we miss because it's not the right timing, or we're scared to try it, or our focus is not there. And Gemini, right now, it's like really controlling our self-talk, controlling what we have control over, and letting go of what we don't is how we get free from that situation. Now, Four Wands, Knight of Cups, the Magician, and the Five of Swords. I see right now someone very special to you entering your life, and I see that you're going to be celebrating something big with them. I see some sort of celebration when it comes to your romance department, and I see right now you and your special somebody growing, bonding, and connecting with each other. You could currently be in a relationship, or you're going to be meeting them. But again, all this energy and this awareness has to be put into the present moment in order for it to happen, right? If you have two books, right, and you have an option to pick and read, you can't read both at the same time. You have to pick and choose which one, because you can't just create energy out of nowhere, right? Your energy has to be dispersed, evenly. And right now it's like you could either focus your awareness on this book or this book. Now imagine if I said the past and the present. You have to pick and choose. When you pick and choose, you're going to notice that the lack of confidence of not knowing what to do and feeling like you're hesitant about, just trying new things will go right out the window. That's the best part. Like, like that, the energy is cleared. You don't have to wait like weeks to see results. It's not like a metabolism, right? But you're going to realize that the more you start doing that, you connect more and more and more with your spiritual powers. And then you're going to realize, wow, I am a mind reader. Like I can pick up on the energy and I can predict what's going to happen. When your awareness is there, it's almost like your animal instincts come out, right? You really start seeing things for what they truly are. Really start feeling what your next step to be. And that's the thing. The day that you start feeling what to do next, rather than thinking of what to do next, is the day your life is going to be effortless rather than efforted. All right, Gemini, I hope you enjoyed your reading. 1,000 kisses. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you. Until next time, ciao.